So if y'all don't know me, guys, hi, my name is Danny.
Hi, Danny.
I'm the janitor here. So with that being said, guys, no. So if it's your first day, welcome to the family. This is a normal job. I know we're weird, but this is a normal job. Okay, right? Like you get the same paycheck here every week. Everything's kind of normal here, right? The only thing we're kind of different is our road to success. Is that okay to say? Yeah. Because we're cramming 24 months of management down into just 6. So the opportunity is abundant, okay? Right? The leadership is the only thing that we're really scarce on right now. So we really need a couple of people that we're looking for. Like we're looking to open up 5 companies next year, and we're really just looking for those people to step up and want to be part of that people. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, now there's no limit, okay, but I just told Richard, hey, we're gonna open up at least 5 next year. And last time I checked, I'm not a liar. So, Tiffany, can you help me out?
I got you.
Okay, cool. All right, and what that means is if it's your first day, we just need more people in management. And the way to get there is to have a certain type of skill set. Agreed?
Agreed.
To me, it generally does not matter if you take 4 months in this program, 6 months in this program, 10 months, or 2 years. It does not matter to me. Okay, because I would rather you get to the position you want to be in, okay, with a skill set to succeed, rather than in the timeline you want with a skill set that's lacking. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Now I'm gonna talk about that skill set we want to build. So Matt is visiting from another office. Okay.
Hi, Matt.
He's visiting from the Hollywood office, which is Tracy and Alante. They are our cross line. Everyone understand that kind of how that works?
Yes.
We have our up lines, who are our mentor and our direct coach. Our cross lines are people who are on the same level as us. Make sense?
Makes sense.
So Tracy and Alante were actually going through the program with me. We were all in the same Dallas office at the same time. Okay, it was just a freaking good time. Always, I miss them a ton, right? And I think it's pretty cool that now we're just on separate posts, running our own companies, right? So if the business doesn't work, it worked for us. Okay, right? So with that being said, right? Tracy's a very structured guy. He's an ex-NFL. So he was in the NFL for about a year, went with the Vikings, I believe. Was on the training camp there, but then the COVID knocked him out of any program to go ahead, any chance to go ahead and be on an NFL team. Doesn't that kind of suck?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of us know how many of us COVID kind of switched our entire lives around? How many of us for the better? How many of us know isn't it crazy that one kind of experience for COVID for someone? How many people are like, oh, I'm just trying to get through COVID? Like some people are like, oh, COVID's really just messed me up, so I'm just trying to get back on track. Isn't it kind of funny? I don't mean to sound insensitive or anything like that, but isn't it crazy that perspective or skill set or something like that can change someone from COVID being the worst thing that happened in their life to now the best thing? Because myself specifically, it started off as the worst thing ever. Because I gave 3 years to be in an internship for civil engineering. I got my major in civil engineering, and I gave 3 years to a Toyota industry. So I was already a guaranteed job. Hear that word again, okay? I was guaranteed a job after college, and then right before college ended, COVID happened. And they say, hey, we're going on a hiring freeze, and we're laying off the bottom 6% of our company. So we're actually not offering any internships, any jobs anymore. So 3 years just down the drain, right? And I was like, wow, this freaking sucks. So I was like, okay, what else can I do? Right? And I needed money quick, I needed money fast, and anything like that. So I did what anybody else would, right? And I hopped on Indeed and fired that thing up, right? And so I did that, and I met my mentor, Richard, who's on Dallas. He's our upline, the upline. Okay, Richard, he runs the office in Dallas. And with that being said, right, he taught me a certain skill set to succeed. Does that make sense? How many of us in our head, it's okay, how many of us in our head is like, I want to be promoted by this day? How many of us think like that? It's okay to think like that. Because can we agree there's some pros that come to it, but there's some cons that come to it as well?
Yeah.
Some of us are like, I want to be promoted before X birthday. Or like, oh, I want to get promoted before X holiday. How many of us actually think like that? Okay, I used to think like it too. I wanted to be promoted before my next birthday. Okay, it didn't happen like that. It happened 3 days after, and I was the most upset I've ever was. Okay, but I was glad because it happened on a certain skill set that I learned. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so Tracy has these 11 kind of skill sets, right? 11 standards that he kind of holds in his office. And the moment I saw it, I was like, wow, I love this. I'm gonna steal it. Okay, and I think that if we go into the new year with 25 people wanting to hold the standard, I think we're gonna be in a good spot by February. Is that okay to say?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the one thing I want to know is a lot of this might sound new to you. Okay, a lot of this might be like, oh, hey, it's just my first day. I'm just trying to learn everybody's name. Welcome. Okay, it's okay, right? You're gonna get to know them. Ask Amanda. Amanda's like, wow, y'all are weird. And then 2 weeks later, she's like, hey, I'm weird. Right? Okay, so with that being said, can I get an eraser maybe? Potentially.
I think there's
Or anybody venture
chunky.
consider the possibility of me grabbing
So
stuff?
nice.
Cool. Okay, so that being said, one of the things, right, is I like to talk about my weaknesses a lot. Is that okay? I'm not perfect. Wow, nowhere near. Okay.
Shocker.
Right, I know, guys, I know. I'm not perfect. I'm good. My hair's not made. It's bad. No, I'm just kidding. Go. So with that being said, right, one thing I think I do have strengths in, right, is motivational speeches. Anything public speaking. I think I acquired a skill in after a long time of years of communication, right? Anything like that. But that did make me really good at remembering notes. Okay, so when you're really good at remembering notes, you feel the need for less notes. So I am terrible. Okay, my weaknesses. I want y'all to label this as Danny's weaknesses that I need help on. And where this has a meaning, I promise you. My weakness is structure, okay? I am a live in the moment kind of guy. If I'm feeling the vibe, if I don't feel the energy that I like, I'm like, hey, I know I had how I thought this day was gonna go, but forget that. Let's cut this off. Where is this bad mojo coming from? And I need to find it. And I'm like, nope, you know what? I can't find it. Everyone, let's just walk out. Let's go through this door and let's wrap it around and let's restart. And yes, that will throw us off track a little bit, hands down. But I would rather be off track with a good energy than on track with bad energy. Right? That's like getting the route to the wrong destination rather than the right route, just a longer destination. Does that make sense? Bad analogy, but it made sense. Okay, right? So I'm really bad at structure. I need somebody to help me with structure. Okay, right? I'm looking for somebody who's really good at making spreadsheets. Okay, if you're really good at, if you excel at anything digital, you're my man. Already. Okay, this is why me and Brienne get along so well. Because Brienne is very structured. I tend to forget things a lot. This is why I have to utilize my calendar a lot. So if you ever see my phone, I'm really just utilizing my calendar a lot. Because I forget a lot of things. Okay, I'm also bad at finishing one single task. So I work in checklists. I genuinely work in checklists. Okay? So the thing is what I'm talking about, even though I lack at structure, I know it. I'm okay. I have humility that I can say that. So I surround myself with people who are good at that. Does that make sense? This is why the office is gonna blow up to 50 people, 60 people. Because if everyone understands their weakness and then they surround themselves with someone that's their strength, I think that will get us in the rotation of building a culture that we want and a culture that attracts more and more people. Make sense?
Makes sense.
We have another 8 people starting today, and I think if we get in the motion of this right now, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Right? Next is creativity. I am not a festive guy. I am not festive. Santa, who's he? Okay? Right? So with that being said, anything like, I don't know what to say, arts and crafts like?
Artistic.
Artistic? Non-existent for me. So, one thing that I love that people do are vision boards. Anybody know what a vision board is? Okay, you want to describe a vision board for me? What's your name?
Laranji.
Look, do you have a nickname?
You can call me Nini.
Nini, that, I like that. Okay, Nini. Like, you explain a vision board for us, please.
So a vision board to me is where you grab a poster board and you kind of just highlight what you want to achieve or master for the upcoming year. And so I'm actually already started mine for 2023, but if you guys have it, it's very good.
You started yours for 2020?
Yeah.
You have it?
Yeah, I have
Is it done?
Yeah, I'll bring it in. And I
Please.
actually have one from 2019, which is when I first created mine. And I still have like maybe 10 more things I have to check off from there because it's
Wow.
like a reminder. Like I don't throw mine away. So if you guys keep doing it every year, you'll be like, oh my God. Like you'll be so proud of yourself.
Look at Nini. She's gonna crush it.
Cheers. Thanks.
So,
Thank you.
Brienne, you want to get with? Can I? Do you like being in charge of things?
Yeah.
Good, because that's kind of what this job is.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you get, this is Brian, raise your hand. Have y'all met?
Yeah.
Awesome, can y'all get together and can we make this Thursday a vision board?
Yeah, gotcha.
Is that okay to do?
Yes.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Hands on, I'll be making my 2023 boards because I don't think in pictures, I think in words. So I'll be making my 2023 goals, but in a list. So I'm boring. See, creativity, I need to stop that. Okay, but anybody else, would y'all like that?
Yeah.
Hands up. Okay, also other stuff like decorations. As you can tell, it is hard to impulse me on decorations. Okay, but I will. Because apparently people like decorations. Like I put up my most decorations in my office is run. And it's a white poster board with 3 letters on it. That's the most decorations. And a period. I think it's fire.
I thought you were telling me to run the moment I walked in the door.
I was telling you. You didn't listen. Should I put bigger letters?
Maybe if I could read it.
Okay, right, so if you want to decorate the office with stuff, just send me links on Amazon, please. Just send me links. Okay, like plants, I need to get more plants.
I got you.
You got plants?
I got one.
Okay, cool. Decorations. I need help on this. I'm telling you because I know my weaknesses. Okay, so I am verbally expressing them so people can help me. I want to play to each other's strengths. Now, if you suck with me, hands down. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, because y'all probably attracted that. Hands down, duplication. Now, with that being said, that is something that I need help with because I think it's important going into 2023. You know what I'm weak on. Because if I tell you one thing's gonna go this way, if I tell you, hey, I'm gonna take 20 minutes on this meeting, expect 25. Okay?
30.
And that's not because I'm unethical. Expect 30. Miriam's been with me the longest. Okay?
35.
Enough on the 5G side, but now that it takes 30. Brian's been with me the longest, actually. Alexis. Smokes. We're family. Okay. Alright, so with that being said, I think it's important going into 2023, you not only have your goals, but you have your weaknesses too. That way you know what you need to work on. Also, I'm big on self-positivity, I'm big on self-love. So battle it with what you're good at. Because even though I'm bad at structure, I'm really good at motivation. Even though I'm bad at creativity, I'm also really good at what? I don't know.
Enforcement.
Enforcement. I think I'm
You're
pretty good at energy.
You mean cohesion? Because if you're obviously creativity is like being straightforward, like stick
Yeah.
in the box.
I'm good at coloring outside the lines.
Inside the lines. Creativity is outside the lines.
I'm good at I'm good at messing up the line. Okay, there's like no line. Okay, no. So with that being said, please, if you want a certain task, like if you're into digital media, okay, tell me these things, because I can put you in contact with my digital media manager. Okay, Brianne is always in contact with Cam. Okay, if you like that, if you want to be in charge of like assembling team nights, tell me that. Okay, because I don't like planning that stuff. I'm really looking for someone who wants to just plan like a volleyball night and just put it up on the board. Be like, hey, we're planning this. I already found the place. I already found this. It's gonna be on Thursday. It's gonna be on Saturday. Ice skating rink. It's gonna be on this day, this day, this day. It's $3.50 for a person. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Like if you want more, like the opportunity's there. If you want to change, the best thing about this office is I'm very malleable. Okay, I'm very flexible on how you want the office to be shaped. So if you want to change something, come up to me and be in charge of it. Does that make sense? Cool. Now, with that being said, I want to go into a couple of 11 standards that 11, right, Matt?
Yep.
11 standards that I think that we should hold for ourselves going into 2023. Now, this is aside from your goals, this is aside from everything. I think that this would just be a strong influence on where you should hold yourself. Everyone with me?
Yes.
Cool. Does anyone have any questions on any of this?
No, but who is 11 standards by? Or from?
It's from Tracy.
From Tracy.
Yes, it's from Tracy. Okay, and he talks about 11 standards. Now, think about it like this. Whenever we set 2023, we're always talking about goals, right? But the thing about goals is you should if they're not 10x, you're selling yourself short. How many of us like, oh, I wanna at least do a sell? Anyone ever like that? I know I used to be like that. I just want to get on the board. And then we get on the board, immediately after you hit that goal, what happens? Say it again?
You plateau.
Plateau. You third in the cruise. Okay, I don't know if that's how your cruise control sounds, but that's how mine sounds. I maybe need a brake check, okay? Right? That's how I made her laugh. Yeah. What's your name?
Bree.
Bree, nice to meet you. I'm Danny. The Jen. Okay, right, so with that being said, the reason why we were talking about standards and not goals is because I want you to get in the concept of you want to have like a standard you set for yourself, because when you have standards of like 5 phones an hour, oh, I want to make 2 friends, I want to pet a dog an hour. Okay, it's very different than, oh, I want to just get 3 sales, because when you hit 3 sales, you're done for the day. There's no way you can get motivation from that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so the first one is for the field. Let's talk about the field. Okay, right, I want us to get into the habit of 100 plus doors, guys. Like, that is the standard. Because 100 plus doors, do you think that leads to sales?
Yes.
Hands down. Because if 40 people, 60 people open the door, if I get 50 plus talk tos, okay, I think I'm okay enough at the sales part that I can get 3 people to want the service. And if you do 3 people a day for 6 days a week, you're getting a decent check. You're getting a very good check. Does that make sense? Okay, but you can't think of 18 before you're on 0. You can't think of the finish line before you even start the race. Okay, so you got to think about it as, okay, let me warm up. And the way you warm up is you get 100 plus doors a day. And that's all that is. I know that sounds like a lot, guys. It's 16 doors an hour. That's not a lot. Does that make sense? Cool. Next thing is 35 plus no's. Now you're like, Danny, no's don't bring me money. I know. Okay? But no stands for something. What does it stand for, Tiffany? Do you remember? Amanda, tell us. Next opportunity. No equals next opportunity. Okay? So if you get all the no's you want, okay, the next 5 are going to be yeses. The next 3 are going to be yeses. Okay? Your job isn't to find the yeses. Your job is to get through the no's. Okay? I want you to change that perspective. Okay? Because when you get no's, you're like, okay, cool, I got 1 down. Like someone tally on the bottom of the tracker or on their iPad, tally the no's. You should get 35 no's a day. Because if you get 35 no's a day, I promise you, you're going to get at least 3 yeses. And if you don't, come to me, there's something wrong with the pitch, and we'll fix it. And I can fix that, but I can't fix work ethic. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, we can't fix work ethic, but we can fix a pitch. I'd rather someone have a problem with their pitch than a problem with their work ethic. Make sense? Cool. Next thing is average. Okay, guys, 2.5 sales a day between water and 5G. You should never, like your car ride, if you have 4 people, what should y'all's car ride leave with? Oh, this is quick math now.
12.
10.
12. Oh.
You're like 3? Yeah, it is.
4 people.
10.
5 per.
Yeah. It's okay. I would have said 12.
10 eggs.
10 eggs. 10 plus tax. Okay? Yeah, no. So 2.5 sales per day. Okay? Like, I want you to start viewing your car ride as a company. I am in charge of the company today. Right? Like, John and Jason, y'all are in charge of the company. Oh, actually, Andrew, wow, it's a good company, actually. I would love to be part of the
That's
company.
a juicy company.
That is a juicy company. That's a profitable company.
So
Okay.
is this one.
Miriam and Karen and Ariel. Wow, that's a good company too. Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, give me a straw.
Tiffany's gonna suck. Yeah, Tiffany and Alexis. Okay, y'all are. Well, Alexis runs the company. This did not work out really well. Okay, Tiffany and Alexis, y'all are in charge of that company. That is y'all's car ride. Everyone with me?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like y'all can teach people in a day how to get 3 people to be thirsty for water. It's very easy. Okay, you just gotta do it. You just gotta have a conversation. Okay, you just gotta find 35 notes. Make sense? Awesome. Now for the office. Anyone have any questions on that? These are just standards that I recommend you should have for yourself. You have to do these? No. Okay, you do not. This is just a recommendation. Okay, it's a high recommendation.
Highly recommend.
Okay, it's hopefully these are things that are okay to say, but this is what got me through the training. This is what got Tracy through the training. So wouldn't you want to just copy, cheat, and steal that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. For the office, right? 15 to 20 minutes of solo game plan of your day. Solo game planning / development. Okay, I get it. You have to teach back your systems maybe once, or you have to mandatory once to get promoted. But that doesn't mean you should never teach back Fuji again in your life. Okay, I'm making a point that every week I teach back the systems at least once. Okay, and I think it's really important that 15 to 20 minutes goes into your game planning your day for what you want. Like when Miriam is done with her day, what should she have accomplished? If you don't know what you're doing with your day, guys, it's gonna go to waste. Okay, if you don't plan to come to the leaders meetings, I promise you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, nah, I'm okay. Okay, and that's the way to waste the day in the company. That's the way to make it more than 6 months to get promoted. Okay, but if you game plan, hey, the night before, I'm going to the leaders meetings, and you wake up, you're going to the leaders meetings. Okay, you're getting qualified for interviews. Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah. Always 15, 20 minutes, game plan your drip for the next day. You fly.
Wow.
The flower hat.
Okay? Right? Group chat engagement. Porto's like, yeah. Did I say that, Porto?
Recommend.
Where you at, Porto?
He's red.
I love Porto. Okay, group chat engagement, guys. The culture doesn't stop when we leave the office. The culture just shifts from in person to on WhatsApp. Okay, so we should make a point to be on there at least 3 times throughout the day. I'd recommend you get on there after every sale. So if you do it 3 times a day, you got 3 sales. Does that make sense? Big brain. Okay, big facts. Okay, you should get on the group chat 3 times a day, not just posting your tracker. Okay, you should go out there and encourage people. Okay, everyone should know that behind them at every door, there's Impulsum, there's Solopricity, there's the clients, there's the opportunity, there's me, there's Richard, and there's everyone behind them. Okay, and going to group chat 6 hours, guys, it's not gonna do it. Okay, it's not gonna do it. Cool? People love our culture for a reason. Okay, you should be a part of that. Okay, not a bystander. Cool? Cool. Awesome. Next is greet everybody. Greet everybody. I love this. This is a very simple thing and a very it's very common sense, okay? But on your second round interview, how many people came up and greeted you?
Everyone.
Everyone, right?
Yeah, everyone.
I love that. You know how many times in orientation, guys, I need to be better at explaining this. How many people in orientation, I just love the energy because when I came in for a second round interview, I didn't feel out of place because everyone kept saying hi to me.
Mr. Janitor.
Mr. J. Yeah, I walked into his interview and I was like, hey, okay? So it's like, there's something about the culture that just goes into just saluting people. I don't know what it is, but society outside of these walls, out of this industry, has made it to where people genuinely are not excited to see another human being. I came from a cubicle. I will never not be excited to see another face in my life. Okay, because for 2 years I was stuck next to a desk toy. That always spun. And you always think it's gonna stop, and then it'll go again. And I did that for 2 years. Okay, it was terrible. So when I see someone, I'm gonna greet them. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Next thing is home. House. Okay. Oh yeah. Right, I did this one. Good job. I was trying to save my sanity.
What's
Cool.
sanity?
10 to 15 minutes of shadowing the owner. Okay. Every 10 to 15 minutes a day, you should put yourself in a position to shadow the position you're eventually going to be in. Does that make sense? You shouldn't wonder oh, what's Danny doing? Or what's Alexis doing? Get into your upline. Who's your upline, Nini?
Huh?
Who's your upline? Oh wow, you're in great hands.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, Tiffany, you're so good. You're gonna fly through this program. Anyways, right, and so if I'm Tiffany, right, I'm gonna want to shadow Alexis. I'm gonna want to get into, hey, for 15 minutes, can I shadow your first round? Hey, can I see you shadow a second round? Hey, can I see what you do? Are you cutting leads right now? Can I see what that is? Because I want to be in charge of that one day. Okay, for 5G side. Hey, I see that you're doing something with AdPads. Can I see what it is? Okay, it is okay. That is a great question to ask. Make sense?
Makes sense.
You should always plan 10 to 15 minutes out of your day to shadow the interview. Now, if you're showing up at 10:29, are you gonna have 15 minutes to do that?
No.
No. Guys, I'm sorry, but no one makes 100K off of 40 hours a week. Sorry to spoil the news to you. Okay, people are laughing because they're like, oh, that's common sense. Hey, it usually is. Okay, but the work ethic will say otherwise. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Right? Home is all standards of the 8 steps. Okay, just honoring the partnership. Okay, 8 steps of honoring the partnership, right? If you don't know what that is, okay, you're probably not a leader yet. Okay, hashtag get voted. Okay, but Yeah, tell us. It's on the other side of this wall. It's called 8 Steps Honoring Partnership. We just do that on a weekly basis, all for 24 weeks, and then you start to see your income rise. That's just the law we have around here. Everyone with me? Cool. Also, you should do at minimum in that you should do a podcast today as well. Okay, I would also plan out. I'm gonna go through the last couple of 10 to 15 minutes to plan out your next day. And what I mean by that is, guys, I never wake up stressed, wondering, oh my God, did I wash my clothes? Or, oh my God, is there a wrinkle on my clothes? Because 10 minutes the night before, I just planned it out. Like it's a hanger, and it's hanging on my closet, and it's ready for me. That way when I wake up, I just do my morning routine. It's very easy. Does anybody do that? I didn't know how rare it was. Okay, I heard it was rare. Okay, y'all are good, that's why y'all like this industry. Okay, I recommend now doing that also with your supplies. Like I just grab my backpack and I just go. There's no looking for my notebook. I knew I would need my notebook because I've been in this business for more than a day. So I just put it in my bag already. Like there's no, oh, I forgot my book at home. Or I forgot my lanyard. Because it's just there in my bag. Does that make sense? Okay, like you should treat this like it's an opportunity, yes, but it's also a job. Imagine showing up to like you ever think, this is such a bad analogy, but I was thinking about it on the plane. Do you ever think like what is it? What do they call people? A pilot. This is probably such a bad analogy. Someone's gonna probably correct me. You ever show, like, I don't think any pilot shows up to American Airlines like, oh, I forgot my keys to the plane at home. Okay, there's probably a button or something. Okay, there's hands down probably. There's definitely another way to turn on the plane. But my point is, there's no one that's like, oh, I forgot I'm gonna be driving a plane today.
It's like a football player forgetting his foot.
Yeah. Which I'm sure happens, but it's so bad. Right? Like it's just so bad to remember that. Right? Like there's no reason why you should forget a notebook when you're in business school. It makes zero sense. Cool? I really want to know how a plane turns on. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
No, I was just gonna say, Tracy always says like a lawyer showing up to court and he just doesn't have his like court documents. He's like, oh, sorry, I forgot my.
Yeah, you're going to jail for a year. Yeah, it's my bad. That's all
You
right.
and life.
I like that a lot. A lawyer showing up without his like any of the evidence or any of the testimonies or anything like that. This is my bad, bro. Sorry, you're sentenced to life now. I didn't plan last night.
Speeding ticket of life.
Speeding ticket of life. Okay. All right. One-on-one setups. Guys, this is the time to set up one-on-ones. I want us to get away from the culture of thinking that the break is a break for us to set up one-on-ones, send our conference emails, text Danny about, hey, I have this one customer. No, stop it. Okay, like I will, guys, I'll lose my attitude. Okay, step 6, right? It's just not that, the field is to get more customers, not to tend to your old ones. Okay, you can plan out 15 minutes, especially on 5G, I get it, you have to do callbacks, I 100% get it. But if you showed up at 10 and took 15 minutes to do your callbacks, you wouldn't be calling me asking about this one customer, asking about ACP at 5 o'clock when you should be making more money, rather than trying to earn yourself through last day's ones. Does that make sense? And we need to get more in the habit of that. Cool?
Cool.
Awesome. Other than that, guys, the last 2 things I want to leave us with that I'll finish off is 30 minutes. That's so funny. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. Okay, I don't want you to be desperate to work for me. I want you to be desperate to work for the opportunity. Okay, be desperate for the opportunity. Does everyone understand that? And I want someone else like to interpret it your own way. Like if you had to interpret that, what would you say?
Don't do it for you, just do it for yourself.
Yeah, guys, like I'm telling you to work hard. I'm telling you to hit the standard. It's never so I can make more money. Yes, I do get paid more. That makes sense. You also get paid more. People are like, Danny, you just want me to work harder because you're going to make more money. You do too. Make sense? Right? So like it's like you're getting mad at me for telling you to go hit the standard, but it's like, but you get paid more. Okay? And in turn, yes, the business is getting paid more, but then you like purchase, like every time you do 2 or less, you are saying, hey, I want 1 more day of being a salesman. Do you see what I mean by that? Like don't do less than 2. Get yourself an interview. Okay, like I'm pretty sure Tiffany's glad right now that the day she qualified for interviews, she stood out there later than 7 because she always stays out there later than 7. I don't think I've ever seen her leave earlier than 7. Okay, and she's glad that she stayed and qualified because it got Nini here. Like she did Nini's interview. I'd be pretty okay with staying an extra 30 minutes to get someone I know that's gonna go far in the business already, just from talking about visions and vision boards. Does that make sense? Okay, and I hope that's okay to talk about. I hope it's okay to talk about that the better you do in the field, the more people will put on your team. Because wouldn't it make sense to put someone who's not doing everything it takes in the field? People like Danny, like you create a sales standard so people can interview. What if I put somebody on your team while you were not doing sales? Would they learn how to make money or learn how to not make money? Not make money. You see how that works now? Okay, so just do yourself the favor and don't leave without the standard. That way you can get an interview the next day. Okay, and if you want to be here just for a job, that's fine. If you want to be here, if you want to be here just for the culture, cool. Just sit there and enjoy the culture. Okay, but I'm talking about the people that want to be part of those 5 companies I was talking about when I started the meeting. Everyone with me? The last thing is, okay, right, these are standards, not goals. Like, get in the headspace of that, because I want you to understand, like, these are things that you can always reevaluate. These are things that you can always keep pushing forward. These are things that you should never hit 4 before 5 o'clock and be like, oh, I made it. No, because you're trying to go ahead and honor the partnership. Okay, you're trying to go ahead and set that standard for your future team. So you want to work as if they're looking at you. Right? Work as if your visions were never hit, right? Work as if if you're at 5 for today, does that help your visions at all? No. Okay? So you shouldn't base your work ethic on that. Your worth isn't based on the emojis. Now that doesn't mean do 0 and be like, damn it, I'm a salesman again. No, okay? You're not gonna go every day perfectly. First day, people, you might not even, it's okay. The sales are gonna come. What I want you to understand is the mindset behind it. What I'm saying is, okay, your worth is not determined on how many emojis you put on the board. Okay? But your standards do define it. Your standards hands down define it. Your standards define your income, your standards define your mindset, your standards define your next 5 years. But that doesn't mean that you rolling a 0 means that you're without me. Hands up. Okay, I rolled multiple 0s. I just never was excited about them, and I battled that with action, not with making myself the victim. Cool? Awesome. So let's be the lawyers that show up to court with our papers, and let's be the people that just are hardworking and have these standards in mind. Was this all okay to say?
Yes.
Awesome. So 5G, the meeting's gonna go ahead and start. Let me go ahead and talk to y'all really quick. And then other than that, we're going on break for y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay, cool.
Water, stay with me. There's the retail national call going on right now.
Oh, yes.
And Brianne's actually on the national call right now. So we're gonna tune into that and watch that for a sec after this. But yes. And then break.
Done. Cool, let's do that. Break on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Break.